Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of how I keep track of my video game collection. If you didn't see the first part, basically I showed you guys how I use my iPhone and the app that I use to keep track when I'm out and about and on the go, and I don't have my computer with me. There's a specific app that I use. So if you didn't see that first part, go to my channel and check it out. It should be one of my previous videos. So there's that. So in the second part, I'm going to show you guys how I use my laptop, computer, whatever. And I actually use like a Word document to keep track of it. And I use this a little differently because I do actually keep track of the completion as well as where I got the games from. So yeah, so let's get started and jump right into the Word document. So you can see at the top here, I have it updated, and then I have the date as well as how many games. I try to keep track of that as best as I can and keep up with it every now and then. Every few months or so I'll get on here and if I'm bored and just kind of update it. Then you can see here I have portable games, and we have it by system and count. So I have Game Boy, and I have 7 Game Boy. Completion, price, as well as place/notes is on here as well. So you can see here I do have them in alphabetical order a little bit. I do not keep track of digital games. Even on the app that I use on my phone, I do not keep track of digital games, nor do I keep track of them on here. I strictly keep track of physical games just because I don't really feel the need to keep track of digital. I could if I wanted to, I just don't. I have no interest in doing that. And also, when I'm alphabetizing my games, I do not put them in order if it has A or the at the beginning of it. Like The Legend of Zelda, I put it under the L's for legend. You kind of just naturally say the or A for certain games. So I do not keep track of that part. I'd simply go to the next actual word. So there is that. So, and also you can see completion, which all of these have a C. It'll have C-I-B if it is complete in box, or cart instruction box, whichever way you want to consider that. I've seen people do it different ways. Right, you can see all my Game Boy games though, I have cartridge only here, so nothing fancy. Then the price, you can see right next to that. Now the dashed lines on the prices, these are games that I've had since I can remember, so I don't know what I paid for them. These are my original copies that I've had as well, for the most part. Some of them might be trades, so I didn't actually pay for them. I got them in a trade, so I don't know the actual price. Different things like that. And if I did get it in a trade, I'd probably put a note over here. Craigslist trade or whatever the trade was from. So you can see here though, Donkey Kong. I didn't have a place that I bought it from, but I did put it as a player's choice. I could put a dash and then put, where it's from or something, but it's not too big of a deal. It's just a Game Boy game. Donkey Kong Land 2, you can see here it has a bad label. It's actually faded at the top part of the label, unfortunately, so I put that on there. Moving down to Game Boy Color, you can kind of see those a little bit. This one I got from Vintage Stock, you can see. These 3, yes, I've had for as long as I can remember. So there's those. Game Boy Advance. A little bit more Game Boy Advance names than the other ones, but really nice. You can see here I have Pokemon Sapphire. I got it in a Craigslist trade, but it was a fake copy, so I do keep track of that as well. I know I probably shouldn't keep track of like fake games, but I still have them and I'm not going to get rid of them, so I decided I'm going to add it in here. I'll just put a note that it's fake. Then we have DS, 3DS, PSP. Some of these I don't have places or anything or notes just because I need to go back and look them up on like the receipts and stuff, but for the most part. Sega Game Gear. Now actually every single one of these Game Gear games came from my local game exchange, so I was not going to put that on every single one of them. You can see here though I did put for Lion King that it has a loose label. The part of the label is like lifting off, so either replace it or I'll have to try to find a way to fix it, so there's that. And then we finally get into console games, which I have the exact same thing. System and count, completion, price, and then place/notes. So yeah. One Dreamcast game, nothing fancy. You can see all my NES games, Super Nintendo games. Yes, I did get Super Metroid for $2 at a thrift store. I don't know what the A is for. That's probably an accident for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, I did get that from a thrift store. N64, GameCube, quite a few here. Wii. My Wii collection's actually grown a little bit, concerning what I had a while back, so I'm very happy about that. One Wii U game, and I did put on here that the manual is electronic and it does have inserts and stuff, so I don't have to keep track of that, but like I said, that's just notes for me, just in case. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. You can see on here, I actually only have 45 PS3 games on the app that I'm using. Whoops. As I copy that. The app that I was using on my phone, it said I had 49 plus my wish list, which I come to find out that it's actually wrong. So, that's really, I mean, that stinks. It's off by like 4 or 5 games, but there's nothing I can do about it. It still shows all the games though. So there's all those. And then my Xbox 360 games, so most of which are complete. Same with my PS3, most of them are complete, aside from Lego Batman and Modern Warfare 2. I'm missing manuals for those two, but not a huge deal. So yeah guys, that's kind of how I keep track of everything. Now as far as this font style that I'm using, because I'm pretty sure somebody might ask, it's right up here in the corner. I'll put it on the screen somewhere so you guys can read that better. As far as the print style, so it's SEGOE print is the name of it. So if you're looking for that, there it is. So, and just to let you guys know, I do keep track of my actual systems and accessories for the most part the same exact way, you know, different things. So not as many as, you know, games themselves, but you know, I try to keep track of those as best as I can as well. So there's that. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions on other ways to keep track of my collection using my computer, let me know as well. I know there's some online ways to do this, and then that way I can look at it on my phone or something. I just haven't found a good way yet. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you keep track of your collection and how you do it. And thanks for watching.